ティクスも私もり、ネリーだよ。また会えたとは奇遇だな。
So we're starting off with her skills, but on your lower left, there is a toggle here for a brief description of each of her skills. I won't be talking about her skills in detail because I already was able to discuss that in a previous video, which is up there on your upper right hand side. So for her standard skill, Cycle of Lament, so tap standard skill to enter Styx Flow, continuously creates phantoms dealing chaos damage to targets in front and gaining whale charge. Can tap standard skill again to exit the state, hold standard skill to consume all whaling charge and fire whaling ribbons dealing chaos damage to targets in front. So for her neural skills, the first one is while in Styx Flow, each time Nerida creates a phantom, decreases ultimate skill cooldown by 1 second, which helps her in that combo or in that skill rotation that she's going to be doing, while in Styx Flow creates a whaling charge gained from dealing chaos damage to 2. Next skill is going to be Stygian Oath. This is her support skill and has a cooldown of 8 seconds as energy cost is going to be 10. Ambush support, Nerida leaps forward and fires Oathbound ribbons in a cone-shaped area in front and dealing chaos damage. Take note when you use this skill, Nerida will be entering the battle and she will switch off with the previous operative that was there. So neural skills increase number of Oathbound ribbons to 12. After using Stygian Oath, decrease ultimate skill cooldown by 2 seconds. So for her ultimate is going to be Swirl of Reckoning. Cooldown is going to be 12 seconds. U energy cost is 8. Nerida summons a Truth Seer Plasma Jellyfish within the AoE. Wraith Hunt temporarily ceases to convert 2 damage over time, and the amount of Wraith Hunt inflicted increases. While the Truth Seer is active, when an operative deals chaos skill damage to the target within AoE, inflicts additional Wraith Hunt. So take note that this one, the dealing of the chaos damage, is not only limited to Nerida. You can actually deal chaos damage from a support operative, which we will have a sample of gameplay later, namely Marian Riptide. So when the Truth Seer disappears, creates a blast dealing 1 instance of AoE chaos damage, and also triggers all Wraith Hunt to be converted to damage. Neural skills, while the Truth Seer is active, targets within the AoE with HP less than the amount of Wraith Hunt inflicted are immediately defeated. When the Truth Seer is summoned, any previously inflicted Wraith Hunt on targets within the AoE is increased to 1.8 times. And finally, her Dewa's alignment. This is Oblivion's Pull. If equipped with a Chaos weapon, each time Nerida deals skill damage, inflicts an additional Wraith Hunt equal to 100% damage dealt. Wraith Hunt is a type of damage over time effect displayed on the target's HP bar. So if you'll take note that the HP bar has 2 levels, one is red and one is going to be gray. And that is converted to damage over time. When a target is inflicted with Wraith Hunt, it becomes haunted. If a target's HP is less than the Wraith Hunt inflicted on it, Wraith Hunt will quickly be converted to damage even if Nerida is off the field or has fallen. For each alignment index, increases Nerida's attack by 5%. For her weapon options, the first one is going to be Web Snare. This is the SR variant and the free-to-play variant. This is available in the time-limited event shop. For her signature weapon, we do have Shadow Surge. This is available for a limited time in the current banner with the event. Now moving on to the comparison of both guns for SR and the signature weapon. For weapon comparison, we'll start off with Web Snare at tier 5. Chaos damage is going to be a max of 25%, plus your attack buff is going to be a max at 25% as well. If you compare that with Shadow Surge tier 1, chaos damage is going to be a little bit smaller at 18% versus the 25% of Web Snare, and the attack percentage is slightly higher compared to the attack of Web Snare of 25 versus the attack of Shadow Surge tier 1 at 30%. But you're gonna have an extra buff which is skill damage plus 18% with Shadow Surge Tier 1. As you go lower to Tier 2 for Shadow Surge, Chaos damage will be a 30% buff max. Attack is going to be 50% buff max. And your skill damage is going to be a 30% buff max. For her logistics, we will start off with Sidhei Squad. So this is available in the limited event shop, and with 2 officers increases attack by 24%. For 3 officers, if equipped by Nerida Styx Envoy, after she creates a phantom with her standard skill, gains 2-fold retribution effect for 8 seconds, increase skill damage dealt by Wailing Ribbons by 65%. While the Truth Seer is active, this effect doubles. And also, you have an option to use Fenya Squad here, which has 2 officers increase ultimate skill damage by 32%, and at 3 officers increase damage dealt by 46% for 10 seconds after using the ultimate skill. This, however, is catered to more damage for the ultimate skill. Going back to her Sidhei Squad, when you take a look at the substats or the stats of each of the logistics, preferably you would go with your attack percentage, alignment index, and the last one is going to be chaos damage. So as for her manifestations, the optimal stop is going to be at M3. But we're starting off with M1, which is Scars Reopened, increases chaos damage dealt by Nerida to haunted targets by 25%. For her M2, Soul's Dissolution, when Nerida deals damage with Cycle of Lament, which is her standard skill, ignores 15% of target's chaos resistance. Take note that this may stack with other chaos resistance or all type resistance. For her M3, which is going to be Existence Alienated when equipped with Chaos Weapon, Nerida's skill damage, take note, skill damage, which is your standard skill, support skill, and your ultimate, it's going to ignore 20% of the target's defense, which is going to be crazy. At M4, if you want to continue further, this is going to be Glory's Curse, Cycle of Lament, skill level +1. So stick slow damage per instance is going to be at 93.5% of Rida's attack plus 69. Damage per Wailing Ribbon is going to be at 36.3 of Nerida's attack plus 36. And finally, for her M5, if you want to go further, when the Truth Seer is active, increases full squad's attack by 8% of Nerida's attack. So take note that this applies to whoever is going to be functioning or going to be switching while the Truth Seer is going to be active. So for example, if you have Marian Riptide switching in while the Truth Seer is active, she will also benefit from the 8%. For her Neuronics, the priority is going to be the upper portion here, which is going to be for her standard skill, and the second priority, which is the bottom, which belongs to her ultimate skill. Lastly, if you want to develop her support skill, it is going to be in the middle. For her team options, the number 1 priority that you should bring is going to be Marian Riptide. Not only does she give buffs to Nerida, she is also a Chaos Element operative, and she is crucial in dealing damage in that skill rotation that we're going to be showcasing later. Your second option is going to be Shadowka Mopsir. So for Nerida, she's going to have difficulty in destroying multi-part enemies, and Shadowka will be helping her in that department. Plus, she can also enhance the damage that Nerida can dish out. The third option, if you need healing, is going to be the Cub Ichil. So Ichil is going to be her passive healing, which is going to help her as she goes through mobs in a certain stage. For your final support option is going to be Akasha Kaguya because of the 24% all-type resistance decrease that she gives through her support skill. Lastly, we're going to have a gameplay and skill rotation for Nerida plus Marian Riptide, and I'll be posting the skill sequence in the description of this video.
これで布石が揃う。
ここからはお任せください。
させるか。ふん、まだ続くぞ。これで布石が揃う。
ここからはお任せください。
傷は強くなった証だ。これで布石が揃う。
ここからはお任せください。まだ我慢できます。
させるか。これで布石が
ここからはお任せください。
させるか。ふん、まだ続くぞ。